Hello guys, welcome to Java session. Today's topic is fundamental classes. In today's session, we will discuss about the java.lang package, object class, wrapper class, character class, string buffer and string builder. We will get into the details. Java.lang package. Every class is automatically import this package. The package contains class that is a superclass of all classes, which is known as object class, and also wrapper classes like boolean, character, byte, short, integer, long, float, and double. These wrapper classes are used to hold a primitive data type. We will discuss more about these wrapper classes in next slides. It provides essential classes, and also this language, this java.lang package contains essential classes for JVM, like a runtime class is an example, and also we have a security manager, and also we can load the other classes using the class loader. So all these utility classes are available in java.lang package. If you look at here, object is the parent class, and we have these wrapper classes: number, math, string builder, and string buffer. And each number class is again we have byte, short, integer, long, float, double. So we will discuss about all these classes in this session. Object class. All classes extend the object class either directly or indirectly. So we need not to extend. If suppose if we write a test class, that test class need not to be extended by object class. Means we need not to explicitly use the extends keyword and write the object class. It implicitly our normal classes are extends the object class. Okay, the object class provides the general following general utility methods, like first method is integer hash code, so which returns the this hash code method returns the integer value. When storing objects in hash tables, this method can be used to get a hash value of an object. Means, like, suppose we have one hash table in which if we want to store these objects, then based on this hash value we can store and retrieve these objects from hash table. I'll explain in programmatically and show how this hash code works. Okay, and we have equals method, which is used to compare two objects. The equals method in object class returns true only if two references compare to denote the same object. Okay, so if we have object 1 and object 2, and if they both these object refer to the same reference, then it will return the true. Okay, and also we have one more method called get class, which is used to return the runtime class of an object. Okay, which is used to represent the return the runtime of an object. And also we have clone method, which is used to create an object copy of an object. New objects that are exactly same as the current object, that can be created using the clone method. And primitive values and references values also copied, like if suppose, okay, I have class A. In class A, variable called integer A, okay, float B, and sum of int A comma int B. So if we have these integer variables, float variables, and methods, when we clone that particular A object, then okay, we will have the same properties and behavior in the copied object as well. Okay, a class can override this method to provide its own notion of cloning. Cloning a composite object by recursively cloning the constituent objects is called deep cloning. And also we have one more method called toString. If a subclass doesn't override this method, suppose if I have written one class called test class, okay, and if I don't override this method, then this toString method, what it does, it returns the in the following format. Okay, name of the class. First it prints the name of the class at the rate hash code value of the object. Okay, hash code value of the object. So if we don't override this particular class if we don't override this method, then the toString will return this value. And also we have a finalize method which is used to uh, this garbage collector will invoke this particular method before cleaning up of any objects. Okay, let me give an example how these methods works and how the package java.lang package contains the classes. Okay, I have just created one test class. Here we will see like how many classes do we have in java.lang package. Okay, just we need not as I already said that we need not to import java.lang package because it imports in every class. Okay, so but I want to show like what are the classes available in this package. Okay, java.lang, if you see here, abstract method error, appendable interface, arithmetic exception, array index out of bound exception, accession errors, byte, boolean, character, class cast exception, enum exception. So these are all classes available in java.lang package. So we need not to import this package, or we need not to extend the object class. Okay, see, I will delete here. And here we will write some variables here, and we will see like how the object class how the methods in the object class can be used. Okay, private int a, private float b, okay, public void sum, system dot out dot println sum of two numbers b. Okay, so this is the test class. What we will do, we will write main method, public static void main string arguments test t equals to, how we will create the object using the class name and open and close parenthesis. Okay, new test. Now uh, t dot, every object will have these methods. See here, hash code, notify, notify all, finalize method. So all these are explicitly, I mean like implicitly, these methods are available within every object. Okay, toString. So if suppose I want to print the toString, t dot toString. So if you don't override, what will happen? Class name at the rate of and hash value of this particular object, t object. See here, run as Java application. Package com dot session a dot test at the rate, and this is the hash value of this particular object. And if you want to print hash code, this is the hash code. And if you want to print class name, t dot get class, see here, class is com.session8.test. So like this, we can use these methods, objects methods, to you know uh, perform any specific operations. Like if we want to compare two objects, yeah, and see here, test t1 equals to uh, and also test t2 equals to new test. So what we will do, we will, instead of 5 and 5, will pass as part of this constructor. Okay, test float b, this dot a equals to a, b equals to b. So we need to pass 5, 10.0 f, 6, 12.0 f. Now t1 dot equals of t2. So if these two objects are equal, then it will print true, otherwise false. Run as Java application, because we have created t2 object as a separate object. So this memory address of t1 and t2 is different. Next, what I'll do, test3 equals to t1. So now t3 is pointing to the t1. Okay. So now t1 equals of 3. So see here, run as true. So what we did, we have object t1 and also object t2, and now we have a t3 object which is also pointing to the t1. So both t1 and t3 is referring to the same address. So that is the reason we are, if we compare using this equals method, which is returning the true value. Okay, so like this we can use objects methods to perform any specific operation. Okay. Next, in addition, this object class also provides thread related methods. Thread communication synchronized through the following methods. We have already seen that wait, which uses the, which we pass the timeout parameter, and also wait without parameters, notify all. We will discuss about these methods in thread session. Next, wrapper classes. So in java.lang package, we discussed about object class, right? Now wrapper classes. So as we are already discussed in previous sessions, that Java is having supports this values, right? Not only primitive values, we can represent these primitive values in the form of objects. Okay, we already discussed that Java is an object oriented language. So these primitive values can also be represented in the form of objects. In order to manipulate these values as an object, Java provides wrapper classes for each of these primitive data types. And all these wrapper classes are final. The objects of all wrapper classes that can be instantiated are immutable. So we cannot change. So I means, like, what does it mean by immutable? So if you're changing any of these wrapper object, then a new address will be created. Not within the same address, we cannot change the values. That is known as immutable. Okay. If we see here, we will see this table. We have the primitive data type and its corresponding wrapper type. Here we have, we will see here boolean object. Okay, character, byte, short, int, integer, long, float, and double. Okay. So, how we will create these wrapper classes? So, we have seen for every primitive type, we have corresponding wrapper type. So, we can use those wrapper type constructors. Okay. So we can pass a respect to type as a parameter or a string as an argument to create a wrapper wrapper class objects. Okay, this type is primitive data type, and the string argument is also converted to primitive values. And there are so many utility methods are available in these wrapper classes. Each so first method is a static a wrapper type, whether it is a byte, short, integer, long, float, and their value of method, which can also have string variable. Each wrapper class defines a static method value of which returns the wrapper object, okay, to primitive value represented by the string passed as an argument. And also we have a toString method. Each wrapper class provides the toString method from object class. The overriding method returns a string object containing the string representation of primitive value in the wrapper object. And also we can pass value type v, so primitive data type, to toString method that returns a string corresponding to primitive value of a type passed as an argument. And also we have type value. Each wrapper class defines a type value method which returns the primitive value in the wrapper object. Let me show you how these methods can be used in the wrapper classes and its objects. Here I have taken integer wrapper type as an example. So as we have already discussed that we can create a wrapper class objects in two ways. Okay, one is their respective type we can pass as an argument or string. So what I did, integer a equals to new integer of 128. So we are passing 128 as a parameter to integer wrapper object, wrapper class. And also as a string value, if anything we represent in the form in the quotations, that is a string here, new integer of string. So what we are doing here, we have already discussed that dot, yeah, wrapper object dot int value. Okay, so a dot int value, so what it is, it will give the integer value of this particular object, a object, and also a1 dot integer value. So if you look at here, I'll comment this one and run as Java application. See here 128 and 128. And also we discussed that we can return use the toString method. So what I'm doing here, so string s is equals to a dot toString. Now s is, we are printing s, run as Java application. So we can use the toString method also. And also integer, we can use min value. So integer min value, we can print what is the minimum value of integer. Run as Java application. So minus 214,748,368. So this is the minimum value and maximum value. These values can also be used. And we have get integer of, okay, 500. We can also use get integer method here, integer b. So from a string also we can extract the integer values. So we can use this get integer method. Okay, system.out.println b is, so it will assign 500. Yeah, so here new integer, we have to use get integer of, Yeah, so we didn't create the object of this one, so that is the reason. So what we will do here dot, let me get right. Okay, so like this we can. So here in integer dot get integer of s, what it does, it will look for a property with the name of s. Okay, if that is available, then it will give the address reference of that variable. Otherwise, what it does, it returns the null pointer exception. Okay, null. So null value. So this is how we can use these utility methods of these wrapper classes. Next. So we have already discussed that we can use min and max values of these numeric wrapper classes like by dot min value, by dot max value, integer dot min value, integer dot max value. And also we can convert a string to numeric values. Type so integer parse type string see here integer dot parse int of 100. So we can change string values to respect to data type. So integer dot parse int of 100. So these values can be changed from a string to respect to data type. Next one is character class. So the character class defines myriad constants including the following, which represents the minimum and maximum values. So character dot min value or character dot max value. So for a particular this character also defines the below methods like numeric value. So for a particular character, what is the numeric value of that character? That also we can get from this method, get numeric value. And we can also check whether it is a lowercase or is uppercase, or is it a title case digit or letter to uppercase. We can change from one case to another case also, and we'll see these methods how that can be used in program. So integer dot parse int of 100. So we can pass these variable string variables to string parameters to parse int. So if it is having integer values, then it will return the integer. Otherwise it will return number format exception. So here if you look at here, run as java application 100. Suppose if I change from 100 to abc, which is not an integer. Okay, so if this integer object, what it is trying to do, it will try to convert this value string value to integer, and if it is not able to convert, then we'll get number format exception. See here, java.lang dot number format exception. Now we'll see character. Okay, character ch is equals to new character. So we can pass character arguments to the character object. Okay, yeah. So ch, so what it is, yeah, it prints yeah. And if I want to see character dot minimum value, okay, so it prints minimum value of character, max value question mark. So this is the minimum value space and question mark max value. And also we can use get the numeric value also. Okay, system dot get numeric value of, suppose if I pass capital A here. Okay, capital A, run as java application. So numeric value of A is 10. Okay, and is this uppercase or lowercase? So to check that one is uppercase, that also it will return whether it is in uppercase or in lowercase. So true. If I change it from capital A to small a, it will return false. Like this we can use these utility methods of this character class. Next, string class. So we discussed about character, okay, single character. If we have if we want to handle multiple character sequences, uh, that can be done through string class. So handling character sequences is using supported through the following three classes. One is string builder, and string buffer. The string class implements immutable character strings. So I have already explained what does it mean by immutable. So it cannot be changed. Okay, immutable character strings which are read only once the string has been created and initialized, whereas a string builder class implements dynamic character strings. The string build buffer class is a thread safe version of string builder class, whereas string builder is not thread safe, whereas string buffer is thread safe. Okay. How to create a strings? Easiest way to create a strings is using the literals. So if you look at here, string str, you cannot change me. So string is an immutable, and this string we can represent through literals. You cannot change me. So a string literal is a reference to a string object. Suppose if we have this is our memory, okay, Java memory, and we have some space for this string literal. Okay, here we have literals, and here str. Okay, so this str, what it does, it refers to this particular literal. And if you have a string str2, you cannot change me, so then it will not create another object in the memory. It uses the same string literal, and it also refers to the same literal value. So string str, you cannot change me, and string str2 is also refers to the same string literal. How to create string using how to create strings? So using constructors, string str is equals to, so not only literals, so you can using constructors also we can create strings. So string str is equals to new string of, we can pass those string values as a parameters. So string objects is created using a string value as parameter. Not only this, we can use this byte array, character array, and string builders. Okay, all these can be used to create string objects. So let me give an example on how to create objects, and also, yeah, before we move into program, we will discuss about what are the different methods available in strings. So how to compare two strings? So we have methods available in Java to compare two strings. So two strings are compared lexicographically as in dictionary or in telephone directory by successive comparing each and every character of the each position two strings, that is starting from the first position. So this method called compare to, and we can pass another string value. If both the strings are equal, then we will get the 0. If any if value is less than 0, that means string is lexicographically less than the string argument. Okay, so first string is less than the second string passed argument. If value is greater than 0, then lexicographically greater than string argument, then we will get the positive value. And also equals and equals ignore case also can be used to compare the strings. And also we can change the case of string, and so using two uppercase and two lowercase. And we can also find character from the string integer index of character, and also we can replace from one character to another character using the replace method. And we can get the substring or part of the string we can get using the substring. Okay, we will write a sample program and see how these methods can be used. Here we have created string str is equals to, you cannot change me, one literal, and one more literal string 2, you cannot change me, string 3, here the string 3 has created using the string object, new string of you cannot change me. Now we will see whether, so as we have already discussed that if we are using the literals, only one memory location that can be used across all the string references. So if str and str2 will be referred to the same address, same reference. So if str dot equals is the method in string class, okay, string object, which is equals is objects method as well. So system.out.println str dot equals of str2. So str and str2 refers to the same address, then it will return the true value. Whereas str3 new string, so we are creating a new object, so it will not use the literal value, so it will create a separate object. So this address and literal address is different, so then if we compare these two string objects, literal and object, then we'll get the false value. See here, I'll run as java application. So true, oh yeah, because string, this object is also referring to the same literal, so that's why we are getting the value. And now if I want to change the value, if suppose if it is in capital, okay, you cannot change me, run as false. The first value is not equals to. So here equals ignore case. True? True. So if you want to ignore the case, then we can use the equals ignore case method. And also if I want to change case of string value, okay, str2 to uppercase. So you cannot change me. Str double equals to str3. Yes. So this double equals to is comparing the object references. Equals method is used to compare the value, whereas double equals to it compares the references. So if you look at here, it written the false. Okay, it written the false because we have created a new object here. Okay. Next, if I want to find out str dot character at, suppose I want to find out uh, 0 1 2 second position, what is the character? YOUC 0 1 2. And also if you want to print str dot substring of 3 4, okay, so cannot change me from 4 to end. And also you can give 4 to 4 5 6 7 8 9, so 3 3 6, so 6 values. So it will, what it will do, from 4 to 6 it will print cannot see. Okay, 4 to, from 4 to 10, run as cannot. So like this we can use different methods, you know, to get values or substrings or find out a particular character in the string. These methods can be used. Next, string builder and a string buffer classes. So the string build, whereas a string buffer is thread safe, and these are the mutable objects. So we can change the value of these objects. String builder and string buffer can be mutable, and whereas string buffer is a thread safe, string builder is not thread safe. If you want to modify these string objects, then you can use string builder heavily. If you want to heavily modify these character sequences, then string builders can be used. Okay, and here we can create an objects using string builder by passing the string arguments and character sequence, and also you can give the capacity of the string builder. If you have any queries on today's session, please mail us at info@bicourses.com. We are happy to answer your queries and questions. Thank you so much.